have a vertical labret piercing, if that's how you pronounce it correctly. Labret. I've heard it so many ways. I'll say labret. But I have a vertical labret piercing I wanted to show you before I take it out. So I have decided that this is not working for me. And let me tell you why. Because I love this piercing. I really enjoy this piercing a lot, actually. Unfortunately, I cannot curtail my chronic fidgeting habit. Yeah, doing that all day long. It's horrible. This is also the second time I've had this piercing, and I did take it out for the same reason the previous time, because I wear it for about 3 months maybe, and just completely redeveloped this habit of fidgeting with it slowly at first while it's healing, and then progressing into way too much all the time. I want my body mods or piercings to work with me, not against me. I have decided, because I am still struggling with that habit, it is best to retire that piercing for the meantime. Maybe I'll get it again at some point. I did have the previous scar to mark where it was going. I really haven't had any problems other than myself. Lo and behold, me giving me a problem. Not anyone else but me giving me my own problems. Here we are, friends, fighting ourselves together. So sometimes I just have to admit that some things are not for me, and as much as I do enjoy this piercing and fidgeting with it, I think it's going to have to go. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Because I cannot let down my chronic fidget behaviors. I can't. I'm working on it. They're much better than they've been. But I don't know if you notice, but I am a hell of a skin picker. I have struggled with excoriation since, gosh, I know as early as being in like elementary school and picking at my face just to kind of escape. Not a good habit. We're taking it out. So I took it out for a moment 2 days ago, and it does start to close up pretty quick, so I don't expect to be able to reuse this hole once I take it out. It's just an eyebrow ring. So it is internally threaded. So all I need to do is unscrew part of this on the top or the bottom and pull it out. I always hope that maybe I won't make it a complete problem if there's an alternative, but this time it just, again, did not work out. I fidgeted way too much with this. Again. It is a fairly low maintenance piercing. The only thing I would say is my other concern was I grind my teeth at night. I have a mouth guard that half the time I wake up and it's not in my mouth. And like, my poor teeth. They feel so sensitive because I just wake up and I can feel the tension in my jaw from like just grinding away all night. That's not going to be good long term for having a piece of metal in my lip, because I also don't see myself when I sleep. I don't know if I'm also fidgeting in my sleep, and I don't want to grind while I'm fidgeting and make enamel and metal contact. And then wake up and find out I made enamel and metal contact. I'm kind of concerned because I'm a teeth grinder. Yeah, I have ground down more on my right side, unfortunately. The pros and cons if you're considering a vertical labret. You know, it is a beautiful piercing. It is, I feel like, an easy heal. It is definitely not for fidgeters. When I catch my face fidgeting more often than not, I know I have to do something. I try not to give myself more things to cause problems with on my face. It is not able to just nicely decorate the art I've already adorned. It's okay for me to let it go. Just like it's okay if it works for you and not for me, and vice versa. We are gonna take this baby out. Let's give it some last looks. Yeah, you see how silly that looks? Now probably see that from across the room when you can't see my piercing. Oh my god, I probably look horrible. I am gonna have to forfeit this cute little piercing in my lip. It was the alternative for an actual labret with the metal inside your mouth, because I was hoping not to cause more gum erosion than I already have, but you know. Here we are, realizing that I'm just gonna fidget with it another way. Again, here's your reminder, we're all human. You decide what's best for you. And it's okay to give something a try and decide it doesn't work. This is my second time having it pierced. I don't regret doing it every now and then. Honestly, but it is a reminder when I do it why I took it out the first time. Just like when I had dreadlocks. Just how long it took to crochet them in my hair, and having a 0.5 millimeter crochet hook go through my thumb so many times, it was painful. Yep, the second time around reminded me of the first time around a decade before. It's time to retire this piercing, this vertical labret piercing. I've enjoyed it while I had it, but I fidget with it way too much. And it looks horrible to just constantly fidget with this, even though it looks very nice. I enjoy the alignment and balance I feel like it brings to my other piercings, but I just compulsively fidget sometimes, and sometimes this is the second time. I'll admit that I've had this piercing and I've done the same thing. So if you fidget a lot, maybe consider that before you get a vertical labret. If you don't, go for it. But we are gonna take this out. So I found it easier to hold the bar. And just turn. I don't know if you can see this. So small. I love it, but I just wish I did not fidget so bad, but until I can learn to manage that, I think it's best left out. So this is what it looks like after. Little hole. I just don't feel like I am in a good place with not picking and not fidgeting right now. Since my dog passed away, I've just kind of had a hard time not doing either of those. So maybe when I feel more like I have that ability to restrain my compulsive fidgeting. But at the moment, I admittedly still definitely struggle with the OCD. So it was definitely the one I had it, but I just have to do right by me. And I think if I'm picking at something like that and adding more behaviors, I need to ixnay it. Hi, Stella, come here. Look what I got. Look what I got. I got Stella Belle. got Stella Bell. Hey, baby. This is Bubby's sister, Stella. Bubby was my dog that passed away. And I'm grateful to be able to take care of his sister now. She's sweet, she's shy though. So, that was all about the vertical labret. ASMR style. Now I have nothing to fidget with but my tongue again. It was a pleasure removing my jewelry with you. Feel free to hang out and subscribe so we see each other again. I love you, Stella.